Assalamu alaikum. My name is Khwaja Ali. I'm the technical sales engineer at DSG Energy, and alongside is my co-host.
Mohammed Haris Tariq, Technical Sales Engineer at DSG Energy.
So, Haris, why we are here today?
Today we have a very interesting topic because बहुत सारे क्लाइंट्स हमारे ऐसे हैं जो समझते हैं कि सोलर सिर्फ समर्स के लिए है बट वी आर हेयर टू क्लियर अप दिस मिसकंसेप्शन आवर टॉपिक फॉर टुडे इज व्हाई शुड वी इंस्टॉल सोलर इन विंटर्स सो व्हाट आर योर थॉट्स ऑन दैट
Okay, so basically, there are a lot of questions. Our clients basically a lot of ask us a lot of questions that is winters the right time to install the solar system? Because a lot of our clients say that हमारे जानने वाले हैं वो कहते हैं कि आपने समर में इंस्टॉल करना है, इट्स द बेस्ट टाइम, वहाँ पे प्रोडक्शन ज़्यादा है, आपको क्वालिटी ऑफ प्रोडक्ट अच्छा मिलता है वहाँ पे. So let me clear that winter is, I believe that is the best time, and we will providing you the basically the techniques, the advantages, the disadvantages as well. So going towards the myth that in winters, why should we basically install the solar system? So, coming firstly towards the market advantage. So basically, you can say that what basically is meant by market advantage. Market advantage basically, if there's a product, you can say, and there's a lot of demand of that product, and the supplies come, so automatically the price of that product is increased. You can say that there's a premium and there's an on that product. So in the other case, if the demand is low and the supply is greater, the price is automatically decreased. Same is the case with the solar system industry as well. Like in summers, so basically in summers there's a high demand of the solar system. So basically the vendors, the companies, they basically increase the prices of the solar systems over there. And in winters, the demand is lower, so basically, the companies, the vendors, they decrease their prices over there. Companies, moreover, offer multiple discounts on the solar system in winters, and the time of installation of the solar system is basically, you can say, is as compared to summers, is almost, you can say, half of the time. Like if I say that in summers आपको 10 to 15 days लगते हैं installation of a solar system, but in winters the same system would be installed in like within a week, or basically in a couple of days, because we have the supply readily available, so there are less chances of delays in that in the installation of the system basically over there.
Very well explained, Ali.
Thank you.
Let's go to the next advantage, which is related to net metering. So, in net metering, for example, in winters, जब आपके जो डिस्कोज वगैरह होती हैं जैसे लेस्को फेस्को मैपको या इस तरह की जितनी भी जिस भी एरिया में आपने सिस्टम इंस्टॉल करवाना है इन विंटर्स क्लाइंट की साइकी होती है कि वो बहुत कम क्लाइंट्स होते हैं जो सोलर की तरफ जा रहे होते हैं जिसकी वजह से उनके पास जो नेट मीटरिंग की एप्लीकेशंस है आपके डिस्कोस के पास वो बहुत कम होती हैं जिसकी वजह से आपकी जो फाइल प्रोसेसिंग है और जो आपका मीटर इंस्टॉलेशन प्रोसेस है वो फास्ट हो जाता है ठीक है तो इसका बहुत यूनिक फ़ायदा है विंटर में नेट मीटरिंग करवाने का इसी के साथ अगर हम बिलिंग साइकिल को देखें या फिर आपके क्रेडिटेड अमाउंट को देखें तो इसमें ऐसा है कि अगर आप विंटर्स में सोलर सिस्टम इंस्टॉल करवाते हैं तो चूंकि आपकी कंजम्पशन घर की बहुत कम है जिसकी वजह से जो ज़्यादातर यूनिट सोलर प्रोड्यूस कर रहा है वो आप वापटा को दे रहे हैं ठीक है वापटा को जब दे रहे हैं तो जब तक आपका पीक समर सीज़न आता है जब आपकी घर की कंजम्पशन बढ़ती है तब तक आपके पास काफ़ी यूनिट्स ऐड हो चुके होते हैं आपके अकाउंट में तो जिसकी वजह से जब आप बेशक ज़्यादा कंज्यूम भी कर रहे होते हैं लेकिन आपका बिल बहुत मिनिमल आ रहा होता है तो विंटर्स में आप नेट मीटरिंग करवा के बहुत ज़्यादा फ़ायदे ले सकते हैं इस बारे में क्या ख्याल है
Very well said, Haris. And that was a major concern of the net metering. Also, apart from net metering, people also have a basically concern that there is more production from the solar panel in the basically the higher temperatures. In the peak summer time, and the summer days of June, July. So basically, people say that that is the best time, that when you get the maximum production from the solar system. Well, I would just like to add on one thing over here, that basically solar absorbs the sunlight from the basically the sun. not the heat. So basically, these are two terms over here. Sunlight is basically the light which comes from the sun, and the heat is basically the thermal energy, which is basically which is also coming from the sun. So if we look at the factors, if we study the characteristics of the solar plate, we would notice that after a certain range of temperature, if we keep on increasing the temperature, our production of the solar system would automatically start to reduce by a certain factor. If I would say, in a simpler words, for example, if I, check the temperature is 25 degrees Celsius right now, and I check the production of that time, I would notice that the production at 25 degrees Celsius is much more greater than the production which I would, note at 40 degrees Celsius. So basically, there are certain factors, which help us tell us that the production is more in, the lower temperatures. So usually in winters, there are short hours of sunlight, but basically that is enough for a good amount of production over there in the solar system. Moreover, our clients basically in the, when they install the solar system, they sometimes need to, adapt to that solar system as well. Like if I say that there are multiple type of alarms which usually arises when they install a solar system, which might include, the uh, grid loss alarm, the over voltage alarm, and there are also multiple alarms as well. So basically, when a client is new to this system, he basically, sometimes he doesn't know that why is this alarm coming, or who should I contact. So installing in winters is a beneficial point over there as well, because at that time there is a lesser load as compared to summer on the transformer, because there is lesser, consumption in winters of the electricity as compared to winters. So basically the chances, there are errors in winters as well, but the ratio, the number of times the error would arise in winters would be lesser as compared to summers. So basically, if you install the system in winters, like, in these months, November to February, so you would have enough time, to understand the system, how you would, note your export import, why these alarms are coming, how should I resolve this, whom should I contact. So basically, it would be like a training period for you, for an ample of, I think, around, so 5 to 6 months. You will It would be a great time for you to understand the whole system, why these errors are coming, and when there's the peak time in the summers, when, there is the system is producing, is showing, alarms and the other errors. So you would be basically prepared for that, and you would know that how should I resolve these errors over there.
That was a good point, Ali. Let's come to the investment plan, which is related to your bills in winters. देखें जैसे आपके अब विंटर्स में कंजप्शन कम होती है, जिसकी वजह से आपके जो बिल्स हैं वो कम कम हो रहे हैं, जिसकी वजह से आपके सेविंग्स बढ़ती हैं. तो इंस्टेड ऑफ टेकिंग इट एज अ रिलीफ, आप इसे एज इन्वेस्टमेंट भी कंसीडर कर सकते हैं. आप इसी सेविंग को आप 25 ईयर्स के लिए अपनी सेविंग्स में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं बाय इन्वेस्टिंग इट इन सोलर सिस्टम. ठीक है, तो अगर आप विंटर्स में सोलर सिस्टम लगवाते हैं, तो आपकी जो 4 या 5 मंथ की सेविंग है वो आपको फ़ायदा देगी 25 to 30 ईयर्स की सेविंग, और आप एनर्जी इंडिपेंडेंस भी प्रोवाइड करेगी आपको. तो इसको एज अ रिलीफ लेने के बजाय अगर हम इन्वेस्टमेंट की तरफ जाएं सोलर में, तो ये आपको बहुत लंबा फ़ायदा देगी इन डेकेड्स.
Okay, so thank you, Aris. So basically, our chat is open, and there are, you can ask multiple questions over there as well. We would be happy to answer that. And I think so. We have got one question over here.
How do shorter daylight hours in winter impact overall energy production? Would you like to?
Yes, I would basically like to answer this. So basically, the daylight, I know, is shorter over there, but the production which you would get is enough for, those months. Basically the plates, the technology is basically which we are using nowadays is the N-type bifacial technology over there, the TopCon technology. So it is basically designed for the longer periods as well as the shorter periods. So basically you would get enough amount of production in the basically if the sunlight is in the shorter hours. So that would be enough for you to get your bills to zero. And okay, so also I would basically like to add on over here that what are basically the winter months, which basically our clients ask that what are the winter months over here. So basically they are from November, December, January, and February. So in the first 30 days of November, there's enough amount of sunlight which would be available for the production of the solar system. And in December, the first 20 days give enough amount of sunlight which would be enough for the production of the solar system. The last 10 days you can say that there would be fog or cloudy days. In January, most of the time there is fog, cloudy days. So there is production in January as well, but there are a lesser production over here. But there is production, and in Feb, basically the first 2 weeks of February are also like cloudy days, and there is lesser production over there. But if you notice that in November and December, if you combine those days, the sunny days, the 30 days from November and 20 days from December, so it makes up a total of 50 days. The production made in those 50 days is enough for your the month of January and the mid of February. Your load would be easily managed by those 50 days, and you would have enough units left in order to send to WAPDA. So basically, if there's a there's a question over there, you might have in your mind that in January, the days are cloudy, the days are rainy days. In February, the first 2 weeks are cloudy as well. So basically, that would be the best suitable answer for you, that the 50 days production would be enough for you for the whole month of January and the first 2 weeks of February. And after that, you would have enough, units left in order to send to WAPDA as well.
Okay, Ali, very well explained.
Thank you.
But we have some questions from our Facebook viewers right
Okay.
now. So first one is, do DSG offer any discount in winters? As you discussed, the different companies provide discount in winters. So what about us?
बता दें,
जी जी बताएं,
पक्की बात है,
पक्की बात.
पक्की बात. अच्छा जी, हारिस ने कहा है तो हम बता देते हैं. हारिस क्या कहते हैं, दे दें डिस्काउंट?
बिल्कुल देना
दे देना चाहिए.
In fact, we have a 10% discount running right now.
Okay.
So you can take advantage of that.
Is it a flat 10% or on certain products?
No, it is a flat 10% discount
Okay,
on
great.
overall price. तो इसी के साथ एक
Is
और
the
question.
sorry, I'm
जी,
cutting you.
cutting.
Is the net metering included in this flat 10% discount?
Yes, net metering is also included in that.
Net metering is also included in that. Okay.
Another question from our Facebook viewer. Rainy and cloudy weather affects reduction of our production in solar system.
Does it affect or not?
Hmm.
Yes, basically, as I said earlier, that January and even in mid of Feb, you can say those days are the rainy or cloudy weather days. So basically, those are the days in the winter season. So basically, if someone says कि यार summers में तो इस तरह नहीं होता, summers में तो production बहुत ज़्यादा होती है. So if we notice that during the summer season, during the the monsoon season, the July August days, so those are the days जहाँ मैक्सिमम आपकी बारिशें होंगी, रेनी डेज होंगे, क्लाउडी वेदर होगा, लेकिन प्रोडक्शन आपकी तब भी हो रही है. प्रोडक्शन आपकी हो रही है, लेकिन आपकी जो प्रोडक्शन की अमाउंट है ना, वो आपकी क्या नाम है उतनी नहीं होगी जितनी एक्सपेक्टेड है, लेकिन आपकी होगी जरूर. सो एज इन समर्स, विंटर्स में भी सेम सिनेरियो होता है. तो हमारी जो बेसिकली जो विंटर्स में प्रोडक्शन होगी वो आपकी एक अच्छी अमाउंट की प्रोडक्शन हो जाएगी. रेनी एंड क्लाउडी वेदर अफेक्ट्स करते हैं, लेकिन इतने ज्यादा नहीं करेंगे, प्रोडक्शन आपकी फिर भी होगी.
Okay. There is another question. What happens to excess electricity produced by your solar system? they are definitely asking for net metering phenomena. इसमें होता ये है कि अगर आप ऑन ग्रिड सिस्टम इंस्टॉल करवाते हैं, ऑन ग्रिड सिस्टम बेसिकली ये होता है कि इसमें आपकी नेट मीटरिंग होती है और पहले ये जितनी भी प्रोडक्शन करता है घर में, जितनी भी कंजम्पशन हो रही है वो यूज़ करता है घर में, ठीक है। जो एक्सेस एनर्जी वो बना रहा होता है वो आपको वापटा को दे रहे होते हैं थ्रू आपका नेट मीटर, ठीक है। तो वो आपके अकाउंट में ऐड होते जाते हैं उतने यूनिट्स, तो वो आप रात के टाइम भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं जब आपका सोलर सिस्टम प्रोडक्शन नहीं कर रहा, उस टाइम आपके वही यूनिट्स काउंट होंगे और अगले दिन भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं अगर आपने एक हद से ज़्यादा उनको अकाउंट में उनके आपके पड़े हुए हैं यूनिट्स। तो आई होप इट आंसर्स योर क्वेश्चन।
Can you explain the on-grid system over here, how the production, what needs are met first, the load, and the remaining is sent to water?
पहले आपके घर का लोड सोलर आप उठाता है, उसके बाद जो एक्स्ट्रा बिजली बचती है वो वापडा को जा रही होती है। ऐसा नहीं है कि डायरेक्ट वो वापडा को दे रहा होगा, ऐसा नहीं होगा। पहले आपके घर का लोड उठाएगा, उसके बाद जो एक्सेस एनर्जी बच रही होगी वो वापडा को जा रही होगी।
Thank you, Alex. So we have one more question over here. As in December and January,
there is
usually fog. How does the solar system work during that time? Since in Pakistan there is mostly fog during the winter season, how can solar production be improved in winters? So this question is asked by basically Rafe. So basically Rafe, I recently explained the same thing over there, that if you look at the factors over there in November and the first 20 days of December, you have an ample of 50 days, an ample amount of sunlight, which would be enough for the whole month of January and the starting 2 weeks of February. So I know in winters the days are foggy, but there are somehow little how there is some sunlight over there as well. Your production is not zero in any case over there, but there would be production, but it would be a lower amount of production. So I think Rafe, I'm clear to you over here. So guys, we also have one exciting announcement over here. On 18th of October, we are having our symposium in the Management House in Johor Town. So what is basically this symposium? So basically in this symposium, we would be talking about the new trends, the new technologies, the advancement in the solar system, and what are your solar queries over there as well. So we would basically there would be a link on our LinkedIn page where you have to register yourself, and we will send you an invite over there, and you can come on the 18th of October at the Management House, and we can have a chit chat over there, and we will discuss your solar problems, your solar queries, anything related to solar. और अगर आपने वैसे भी आके कोई गप्पे लगानी है तो you are most welcome over there. So basically let's
conclude this session as we don't have any more questions right now.
Is there any question from the yes, is there's one question: which parameters important while selecting good and skilled solar company when I'm considering to install solar system at my home? So would you like to answer, or I should answer?
You should answer.
Okay. So basically, there's a very a good question from Usman. So basically, Usman, when installing a system from a company, you basically look towards the biodata of that company, that how much megawatts or the system they have installed over the years from till day one till today. So basically you have a research of the company, that who they're basically what products they are giving, and how the warranties, the structure warranties, the panel warranties, and the after sales. The majority thing is basically the after sales. Like mostly companies आप लगाएंगे, इंस्टॉल करेंगे, they would बाद में अगर आपका कोई उसमें कोई डिफेक्ट आ जाता है, कोई आ जाता है, तो वो फिर बाद में कंपनीज क्लेम नहीं करती. सो विद दैट थिंग DSG एनर्जी जो है आपकी एक एक चीज को सुनती है, आपकी एक एक चीज की जो आपकी विद इन वारंटीज जो जो आपकी वो आपकी प्रॉब्लम्स आई होती हैं सिस्टम में, वो DSG एनर्जी विदाउट एनी क्वेश्चंस आपकी रिजॉल्व करती है. और द मोटो फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट डे इज दिस के क्लाइंट सेटिस्फेक्शन इज आवर नंबर वन प्रायोरिटी ओवर हियर. So I hope that I have answered your question, Usman.
I have a very interesting question from our Facebook viewer. How long does it take to install solar system in winters?
In winters?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, installing a solar system uh, in winters, it's it would take less amount of days as compared to the regular days. If you're installing the system in the solar in the summer, when there's a peak time, when there's a shortage of supplies, the teams are busy, and you don't know that if you are making commitments you might fulfill them as well. So in winters the demand is low, the supply is high. You don't have to put into that thing that you are making over commitments with the client, and you are saying कि इस दिन को लगेगा लेकिन तब लगता नहीं है, डिलेज आ जाते हैं. लेकिन इन विंटर्स इसमें ऐसी कोई चीज़ नहीं है. सप्लाई इज रेडी, टीम इज रेडी, क्लाइंट इज रेडी, और वी आर रेडी. तो विद इन अगर आपको समर्स में अगर आपको यू कैन से 10 to 15 days लगते हैं, तो विंटर्स में आपको यू कैन अराउंड अबाउट आपको वीक लग जाएगा, या विद इन डेज भी आपका सिस्टम इंस्टॉल हो जाता है.
So I think let's conclude this session for now.
Okay, so if you have any queries and any solar system requirements or any discussion you want to have with us, you can come anytime to our office and the symposium, which is basically happening on the 18th of October. You are most welcome over there. Come and have a cup of tea with us over there, and have a chit chat with us regarding solar systems, regarding new technologies. आप हमें कुछ सिखाएं, हम आपको कुछ सिखाने की कोशिश कर सकते हैं. And going towards a greener future, we are aiming at that thing, and I hope you should also do that. And Pakistan Zindabad. Thank you, and Allah Hafiz.